What if I told you that one of the most stressful words in the English language is only 2 letters long? No. Most people think saying no should be easy, but for many of us, it feels surprisingly difficult. We agree to favors we do not want to do. We accept invitations we are not excited about. We take on extra work when we are already overwhelmed. Then later, we wonder why we feel exhausted, frustrated, or even resentful. The strange part is that we often know what we want to say. We just do not say it. So why does this happen? Today, we are going to explore 5 psychological reasons why people say yes even when they really want to say no. And by the end, you may recognize one of these reasons in your own life. 1. Fear of rejection. Humans are social creatures. For thousands of years, being accepted by a group helped people survive. Because of that, our brains are highly sensitive to rejection. When someone asks for a favor, your mind may quietly ask a different question. What if they stop liking me if I say no? Even if that fear is unrealistic, it can still feel real. The meaning is that saying yes sometimes has less to do with a request and more to do with protecting your sense of belonging. You are not saying yes because you want to. You are saying yes because you fear being excluded. 2. The need to be liked. Many people grow up believing that being helpful makes them valuable. They become known as the dependable friend, the supportive coworker, or the person who is always available. Over time, this creates a powerful habit. Instead of asking, "Do I want to do this?" they ask, "Will this make people happy with me?" The meaning is that approval can become a form of emotional reward. Every yes feels like a way to earn acceptance, praise, or appreciation. The problem is that constantly chasing approval often comes at the cost of your own needs. 3. Avoiding conflict. Imagine someone asks you to do something you do not want to do. You could say no, but what if they get upset? What if they argue? What if the conversation becomes uncomfortable? For many people, avoiding conflict feels easier than dealing with those possibilities. Interestingly, psychologists have found that people often prefer short-term comfort over long-term well-being. In other words, we choose a temporary yes to avoid an awkward moment, even if it creates days or weeks of stress afterward. The meaning is that saying yes can sometimes be an attempt to buy peace, but that peace is often temporary. 4. Guilt and responsibility. Have you ever thought, if I do not help, who will? Or, I would feel bad if I said no. This happens because many people confuse boundaries with selfishness. But those are not the same thing. Healthy boundaries simply define what you can and cannot give. The meaning is that guilt can make reasonable limits feel wrong. You may believe you are responsible for everyone else's happiness, comfort, or success, but carrying that responsibility all the time is emotionally exhausting. 5. People-pleasing as a learned habit. Sometimes, saying yes becomes automatic. Maybe during childhood, you received praise when you were agreeable. Maybe you learned that keeping others happy reduced tension at home. Maybe saying no rarely felt safe or encouraged. Over the years, those experiences can create a habit that follows you into adulthood. You stop making a conscious choice. You simply say yes by default. The meaning is that people-pleasing is often a learned behavior, not a personality trait, and what is learned can also be changed. The next time you feel pressured to say yes, try asking yourself one simple question. If there were no guilt, no fear, and no pressure, what would I honestly choose? Your answer might surprise you. Because saying no does not make you rude. It does not make you selfish. And it does not make you a bad person. Sometimes, saying no is simply a way of saying yes to your time, your energy, and your well-being. So, which of these 5 reasons do you relate to the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy learning about human psychology and behavior, consider liking the video and subscribing for more content like this. Thanks for watching.